Hello and welcome to another EDC patrol. And we're about to head into Hoglands, which is the part where someone got stabbed yesterday or the day before. Stabbed in an arm by a large gang of men. So wish me luck. It's a lovely frosty morning, about 7 AM. And this is Hoglands. And I've got my EDC bag. And I think he was stabbed by the skate park just ahead. It's a lovely frosty clear morning. And I've already got someone walking towards me with his arms out, so I'm going to stay on the right side to see what happens. You can see how the middle of the park is partially covered. You can't see what's going on. Yeah, so part of the park is covered by buildings, that's the problem. So maybe if they take the buildings away. Well, there's someone on the skate park already. I'll have a look at them. But you can see the frost this morning on the grass. We've got another person walking towards me. I have my anti-stab proof bag on my back. I'm checking over my shoulder. And if you walk past somewhere, it's worth just having a quick look to see if they are carrying on. And yeah, if they are, that's good. So we're at the centre of Hoglands, and you can see it's there's CCTV up there, but it might not be working. You can see it's quite an open park otherwise. We've got some councilmen taking the rubbish out, so that's a good sign. The chap on a skateboard this morning. I don't know if he's known about the news. I'm not going to go talk to him. I don't think he's in trouble. I'll put up on screen all the crimes that have happened. About 16 crimes have happened in the last 20 years. So it is rare. Certainly probably safer in the morning than in the evening. It's not just stabbings that have happened here. People have been robbed and even raped in this park. And it's hard to see how you can get raped here because it's so open. I suppose people could hide behind the skate ramps. Anyway, so we're going to leave Hoglands Park now. Got someone walking their dog this morning. Taking the edge of the park. That's quite a safe thing to do, I think. Because if you've got an edge to your back or your side, that's one less angle of attack from a thief or a rapist. You know, if you're in the centre of the park, you can get attacked from behind. So we're going to leave Hoglands now. We're going to go into the next park. Houndwell Park is a funny name. So we're leaving Hoglands. This is the worst park of the 4. There's something going on every few months. I didn't wear my gloves, unfortunately. My hands are bloody freezing. So I think I thought I'll put my next thing in my EDC carry bag is some gloves. Across the road. Don't have my headphones on. Not looking at my phone. Got my wits about me. So I'm now going into Houndwell Park. We're just going to use the side entrance. Just going to cheat a little bit. Got a hoodie coming towards me. Generally be aware of hoodies. So you can see the adventure playground sort of thing there. Someone got raped there, I think. Someone was going through there. A lot of people cut through these parks after a weekend out at midnight, something like that. And yeah, young ladies get separated from their group and they walk home, and that's when they get attacked. I mean, there's been many rapes along this way as well. In all these parks there's been rapes. Just going for a stroll in the park. There's hardly anyone here. And I'll switch hands of my camera because my left hand is frozen. Might be more steady with this one. We've got a squirrel. I've got a lady behind me, but she's well far away. I've got a cyclist in the other park coming towards me. So yeah, that's the adventure playground. So I think someone was unfortunately raped or attacked, sexually assaulted, like 1 or 2 in the morning. So there are people about who are looking for causing trouble. So we're now crossing to the road into the next park. So we are going quite quick with this one on this patrol. So here we go. I do have a camera with a gimbal, but I'm worried about using it in the public. You know, someone looks at a camera, a GoPro with a gimbal, and I think that's 500 quid they can have. So unfortunately, until then, until I sort something out to hide it a bit better, I can make do with the bobbing up and down of this camera on my hand. Up to the circular stones. Just checked over my shoulder, the lady's still behind me. And this is where a lot of people sit at lunchtime. A big heron goal. Yeah, this is a pretty central location. There's the bandstands. So a lot of people cut through here. And the pubs and the nightclubs are chucking out. They also cut through because of the university over there. So a lot of through traffic. Yeah, if you read the Daily Echo, there's some. You do a search for these parks and crime. You can read all about it. There was a disabled chap in a wheelchair, and he was attacked and robbed as well. They pushed his wheelchair over and he was just stuck on the ground. So these people got no morals at all. Never had morals at the beginning of time, and they still won't today in the 21st century. Alright, we're coming up to the road. And I got someone with a hood coming towards me with his hands in his pockets. That's super threatening. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang back a bit until he comes up to the junction, because that is when other people could see you. If you're in the park with him alone and no one can see you, there's no witnesses. So I'm going to just hang back, press the button on the crossing. That buys me some time as well. He looks a bit dodgy actually. I've got other people on the pavement now, so they can see me. He didn't look right in the eyes. So just check over his shoulder, see he's carrying on. Definitely carrying on. So now we're going to go straight. I think this is East Park. I've got a cyclist coming. He's on the right hand side. Got a female tour coming towards me. She looks like she's going to turn right down that junction. So we're just going to do a little route through all these parks. There's the cafe. Lovely morning this morning, got the birds singing. Yeah, nothing's open, no shops are open. Yeah, the only people cutting through here is they're going to be going to work. I don't think the homeless tend to sleep out on the benches, it's just too dangerous. Just checking over my shoulder again. My bag's slipping off my back, so I'm just going to sort it out. Sorry about that. So coming up to the monument in East Park. We've got a jogger, female jogger, coming towards me. I'm moving over to the left to just show her which way I'm going. So I think we've done this patrol in record time. Coming nearly to the end of it. Literally no one in this park now. I did see someone when I was coming up on the bus. There was someone hanging around the bins, but they've seemed to have disappeared now. We've got a couple of people coming across to my 2 o'clock position, and they're going straight on. Got someone looking at his phone. Oh, a lot of traffic coming through now. Got a couple of bikes. So definitely a cut through for people here. So there's the statue. Check over my shoulder before I go left. I don't think we'll check out Peace Fountain this time, nothing to see there. So now going into West Park, once we cross this road. Switch hands, make it look like I'm talking to my phone. But I'm not talking to my phone, I'm talking to you. I'm super alert. Back to my left hand. Crossing the road is a bus. Now we are in East West Park. Your shadow is pretty useful because you can see if anyone's behind you at this sort of angle. So it's always worth looking at your shadow if it's in the same direction as you're travelling. I'm going to switch to the left. So we've got someone with paint on their trousers. So you can really tell by what they're wearing their purpose today. Oh, there's a bag dumped there. That could be evidence actually. That got nicked from someone. Probably empty, so I'm not going to go through it, but that's probably been taken from someone, and yeah, someone was robbed of their possessions yesterday or today or early this morning, and the evidence has been dumped there. Could be wrong though, but not a lot of people just go to the park just to dump a bag. So I was just saying, you know, when you're in the park or walking down the street, you can just have a quick look at what they're wearing. And like that chap, he had paint on his trousers, so he's probably a painter going to work. So there's generally not going to be trouble. So that's the sort of an analysis you need to do. Well, I think it must be 7 o'clock. You can see that on the Guildhall clock and the chimes. So what we'll do, as it's still early, we'll do a loop back round to Hoglands and then call it a day. Probably make that into a second part. I want to keep these videos down to 10 to 15 minutes if I can. And yeah, maybe I'll use the gimbal next time. Now that I know there's not that many people here at this time of day. So yeah, this little monument marks the end of our tour of the parks. So if you're interested in seeing the next video, watch the next part. But yeah, this is another successful patrol Thanks for watching. A bit of parkour.